If you enjoyed the content I'm putting out on this or any other social media platform, please support my YouTube channel, QR code at the end of this video. So now, first of all, let me just say before we move on that if you aren't training, eating, and recovering consistently, this isn't even an argument for you to entertain because anything inconsistent is definitively suboptimal. With that out of the way, the rep range that best stimulates growth depends on a few variables that all ultimately have to do with their influence on Henneman's size principle. Basically, the size principle states that muscle fibers fire in an orderly fashion from weakest and most fatigue-resistant, slow twitch, to the strongest but most quickly fatiguing, fast twitch. It's those last fibers that are most amenable to hypertrophy, so however you get them activated the most reliably is where you want to devote your efforts if growth is the goal. How do we do this? We could do a meaningful amount of reps to force their activation because all the weaker fibers have run out of gas. This is a volume approach. We could also jump under a meaningful load, thus requiring the stronger fibers to fire earlier in the sequence. This would be a lower rep, higher weight approach. This is where exercise selection comes into play. Different exercises are more or less amenable to different training modalities. The big multi-joint compound movements are more likely to yield some growth even with lower rep sets because they allow you to pile on sufficiently heavy loads. Single joint isolation movements are more amenable to higher rep sets because even if you could do like a bicep curl or a lateral raise heavy enough to hit like a growth promoting triple, that's likely an unsustainable, potentially injurious practice. All that to say, there's no one optimal rep range for hypertrophy. If growth is your goal, be intentional with how you structure your training to stay in the fight.